Okay, Leo, this is going to be your Equinox reading for this season. I'm just going to do a simple beginning, middle, and end for you, and then draw a couple cards that are going to just be teachers or anchor cards for you throughout the season. Okay. So in the beginning of the season, you're going to be represented by the Eight of Pentacles crossed by the Three of Cups. So you've been working really hard on something, sometimes in like a work sense, but it could be like a side hustle kind of sense, something that you're really starting to see the fruit of. Like, yes, I am really like accomplishing this. The background for that information is the Ten of Pentacles. So really looking at what do you want to create and build for yourself? What is the ideal? What is the thing that, you know, the thing on the horizon that the stability that you're looking toward? You're really working on it. With the Three of Cups crossing you, excuse me, that's really about, I would say you might be excluding a little bit some other areas of your life. Typically for Three of Cups, it's about letting yourself have some enjoyment and some interaction that's not related to the project or the thing that you're focused on. Excuse me. What that is moving you into is this Ace of Swords energy. That's really about knowing a new truth. Excuse me. And that could be something that's actually brought into you, a new message or new concept that's brought to you by someone else. In the middle of the month, you're represented by the Seven of Pentacles, crossed by the Four of Swords. I think there's some aspect, excuse me, some aspect of this thing that you've been working on that maybe feels a little stagnant. A little bit like it's not rolling the way that you want it to be rolling. And the crossing energy being the Four of Swords, I think is really like needing to take a break and really let things come to fruition in their own time. Especially coming from this Three of Wands, it's like, okay, when's it gonna happen? Excuse me. Moving into the Chariot energy, I feel like is really asking you to assess what elements of this are going to be nutritive for you, what elements of this thing you're pursuing are really long haul kind of things, and what parts of it are really like you're trying to rush through because they're only going to be for momentary satisfaction. Okay, and then for the end of the season, you're represented by the Ace of Cups, crossed by the Ace of Wands. So triple aces here. There's a lot of new things coming across your plate. I really think that this Ace of Cups shows that you are through this thing that you're, trying to, see the timeline for that is causing you frustration. It's going to open up something new in your emotional life that might be something that you've been sort of avoiding a little bit. When we talked about the Three of Cups, that makes me think that there's like, you're like super focused on how to get this thing done has really been making you exclude some other parts of your life. And this Ace of Cups is really hits you at the end of the season that no, there's stuff happening in your emotional life, and in beginning to acknowledge that really gets you looking at, you know, how you pursue your passions and what you truly want to be pursuing, especially with this Magician card starting the line here. That's really about like, okay, you know, thinking about what I want is all about like looking at my motivations for why I even started the thing in the first place. Did, you know, is this for me? Is this for somebody else? Like how do I choose the things that I'm pursuing? You know, I have lots of resources at my disposal. I have lots of abilities. You know, who am I using them for? And then the eventuality of that line is going to be the King of Cups. So moving from the Ace to the King, I really think of like a new idea doesn't mean that you're not experienced. It's just a turn, something that you're seeing from a new light. But you really have the skills available to take care of yourself and know what you need to do. It's all about honoring that and honoring what is really going to be what you point your intentions toward in this situation. As you have new ace, all these ace energies coming towards you, it's really about knowing your intentions and knowing this is what I want to call into my life. This is really what I'm open for. And these are the things that I'm looking for as I see new opportunities arise. So I'm going to pull 3 more cards just as teachers or as anchor cards for what you can turn back to as you go through the season. Okay, we've got the High Priestess, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So there you go. All 4 aces coming in for you in this season. So lots of new things. Tons of beginnings in every area. So really, this High Priestess is pointing you towards making sure that you have a grounding in your inner knowing. Making sure you have a grounding in knowing that your authority on what is right for you before you take it to anybody else is very important. This Two of Wands makes me think that working on your focus on the timing of things could be important in how you decide to pursue something. Do you try to rush through things because they're, I'll just do that thing real quick. It's not for me, but I'll rush through this thing and then I can get to this thing that I want to do. If you find yourself messing with the timing of things like that, think about if you're central and you're focusing on what your passion and desire to pursue is, you will need to think about that kind of like, oh, just let me get this other thing done so I can get to my stuff. Like, get to your stuff now. Don't waste the time. The Two of Wands is really asking you to recognize what you've already done for yourself and continue to pursue that. I really think that all 4 aces is really like all these things are going to be at your fingertips. This Magician card really pointing you towards, set your intention because the new opportunities are coming your way.